what kind of cut you trying to do?
Dark Caesar with a taper.
Dark Caesar?
Yeah.
So like wavelength?
Yeah, keep the wave.
What level you usually cut it down to? Like a 2?
Like a 2.5, 3.
2.5? Okay. Today my client is a model, and shout out to my other client from this video actually referring him to me. So we're gonna get him together. First thing we're gonna do is comb out his hair. Now his waves were pretty thick. Looked like he got a cut about maybe 2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna start with a detachable, but I seen it wasn't really doing what I wanted it to do. So I took my Babyliss FX, put the 2 guard, and I just opened it all the way up. I'm gonna kind of brush it while I go, just to make sure the waves are still deep. And being careful of his crown area. His crown area was pretty laid very nicely, but it did grow in a weird pattern, so I was just being careful, making sure I go with the grain and not against it. So the first thing I noticed with his hair is it's very close to his C-cups. Like his hairline is tiny, which is a good thing. Genetics play a role. His hairline is very close to his C-cup. So for the taper, we're just gonna do a basic, low taper. It's gonna be very quick, just because he kind of just got a cut. So we're just fading into that length on the sides, which is like a 1.5. So I'm gonna fade out this taper with the 1 guard. I'm gonna take his line down a little bit, but just being careful. I'm avoiding the C-cup at all costs just because it's so light. There's no reason to even take that part down at all. So we're gonna do this other side, exact same thing. No foam today either, just because I don't like using foam on people who already have waves. I feel like foam is for people who are just trying to start waves. Otherwise, it just makes your waves look like greasy, which ain't really a good look at all times. So there's times where you want that shiny look, but he already has a natural shine to his hair. So I didn't really think it was necessary. For the back, we're gonna kind of give him a new taper. Looked like his last barber kept it pretty low, which was cool. But I'm gonna just take it up just a little bit higher, just to make it kind of pop more. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub button. You guys know what to do. Appreciate all the support recently. Check out my shorts too. I do short form content as well. I kind of have 2 different audiences for that. This is my main, regular videos. But if you guys want to see these videos in the short form, go ahead over to the shorts tab under my channel and check those out. So the highest guard I used was a 2. No need to go any above that. It's unnecessary. You're just wasting time. I'm gonna finish it out with the half guard. And I always like to trim around the ear. His hair was very curly around the ears, so we had to trim it to a level where it would lay down, at least a little bit. And I'm using my Snap FX for the lineup in the back, just because these aren't super sharp, but they still get the job done. I get to kind of press hard with them. So yeah. Now this side was a little bit more patchier, so I'm gonna be a little bit more careful. would love to get more people with straight hair on my channel. I love doing straight hair haircuts. A lot of people assume that I can't do it. I get it, it's not what I advertise. I think of it like a restaurant, you know. Italian restaurants sometimes serve, you know, other food, comfort food, soul food, sometimes. Now, is it gonna be as good as the restaurant that specializes in that type of food? Of course not. But sometimes you get those rare exceptions. I do believe I can cut any texture and style. Obviously, this is my specialty. I'd say black hair and Puerto Rican hair. I'd say that's just my specialty. But I know how to do straight hair haircuts. I love working with shears. So for the line, you guys saw it's very dark in the middle, dark and dense. We're gonna keep the line right where it's at. Gonna hit those C cups. And he was cool with enhancements. He just said don't overdo it. So we're gonna make sure not to do that. As you can see, because he was saying how the corners are kind of light sometimes when you take it down with a one guard. So I got my Babyliss. These my hitters. These are sharp trimmers, very sharp. Sometimes too sharp. Like I don't use them on a vertical bar sometimes. If I do, I'll just tap it lightly, but they're very, very sharp trimmers. So for the enhancements, Tune 45 as always. Use my code with them. A lot of you guys have been using my code. I appreciate that. I mean, it's just money off for you guys. So I have a code with them, Stylecraft, and of course Easy Blade. Now it may look like I'm adding a lot, it's just because I kind of have the trigger set low to where it doesn't spray a lot of paint at once. Some people have it set to where one pump is good enough, but I have it kind of set to where it's like, you know, the way I trigger it, it's like you gotta kind of do it a lot, you know. Shout out Easy Blade. We're gonna use our pencil and then razor it. My promo code is the 4th Ken, 10% off as always. And I'm just hitting the C cups and the vertical bars. Final step is to kind of freehand, get all those loose hairs. I did do it with the clipper also, but the scissors kind of did it better. And this is reaction. He's photo shoot ready. This is how my client came in. And this is how he's leaving. Dope, crispy, clean. It's your boy 4 and I'm out. Peace.